I am Bob Pecoraro, and I am a certified interpretive guide. I've always had a fascination with the truth and a fascination with history. I like to help people to understand what they're looking at. I used to get on the other side of the ropes at a reenactment, and I'd be dressed up, and I'd ask people, do you know what you're looking at? Do you understand what you're seeing? Do you know what this piping means on this man's shell jacket? Do you know what type of maneuver this is? I can tell you. John Filson was the first historian of Kentucky and the first biographer of Daniel Boone, the only biographer that ever met Daniel Boone face to face and heard from his own lips his true stories and adventures. Someone that didn't like Filson called him this, called him a gentleman, a Christian, and a scholar. Not bad for somebody who didn't like you, eh? It's a pleasure to emulate someone and learn about someone and relate someone that was a decent human being. We do a lot of research of things that really did happen in regards to Filson and Boone. We look at primary sources, Filson being one of them. He actually wrote. I read his writings. I actually have some of the things he wrote in his own handwriting. It becomes easy to get into these people. This is how I get into character. I read about John Filson. I try to take in everything I can about him and everything I can about that time which surrounded him. I take all those things and then I ask myself two questions. If he were able to speak today, what would he say? And if he were to be asked a question, what would he say to you? And so I take these things and I allow them to come up within me, and then when you ask me a question or if I want to tell you something, I speak as John Filson would speak. When you put on these clothes and you get in this parlor that's filled with history, it's hard not to be John Filson. The National Association for Interpretation is a professional organization designed for professional interpreters. Now they do have a category that's for volunteers such as myself. It's 7,200 members. It's United States, Canada, and 30 foreign countries. And so when you win the national award, it represents the whole of the organization. I got this phone call from the chairperson of the awards committee, and I was astounded. They thought that my mastery of interpretation and program development was something that really stood out. It was the greatest award I've ever received in my life. The biggest one. It is a great pleasure to work with Barney Combs, who plays Daniel. It's great to work with a partner because you can listen to what he's saying. At the same time, you can think about what you're going to say, and then you can say something that's meaningful. If you're just talking all the time, all by yourself, a lot of times you can't think things out. If you're working with a partner, you go back and forth. My wife Shirley plays Rebecca Boone, and so she's very supportive to Barney Combs and myself. She greets all the people that come to the door, and she also takes care of the first floor here and makes sure everything's in order. Shirley is a great partner. I'm very happy to volunteer for St. Charles County Parks. I'm happy that St. Charles County Parks has it. This is an organization that truly loves this site, and they who love it should own it. Once something's gone, it's gone forever. We have some homes out here that have been carefully preserved. These homes and these buildings set the stage for there to be interpretation, something for you to understand or something for you to do. You might just want to come out here with your family and just enjoy these beautiful old structures that were built so many years ago. But we have something for everybody. Check out the web page and check out the Facebook page, and I'll guarantee there'll be something that will interest you. I'm Bob Pecoraro, and that was my story, and this is my county.